Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to your Q&A ahead of Game Week 27, sort of. We're sort of in the tail end of 26, and then there's a week break, and no one really knows what day it is. It's a bit like Christmas, isn't it? No one really knows what day it is in terms of FPL-wise anymore. When are the games happening? When aren't they happening? Who knows? You are joined by myself and Sam. We are both on Red Arrows. I was surprised to see you on Red Arrows, Sam, because I thought you'd be having quite a good week. And then I checked your rank, and it had gone down. And I was like, oh, God. No wonder mine's gone down so much.
It was worse on Tuesday evening because, of course, I've got the wrong Chelsea player. I don't have Joe. Oh, this is a good start, isn't it? I don't have João Pedro. I don't have Palmer. I have Enzo. I was like, oh,
sorry,
this has gone badly.
Sorry, you don't have Palmer. You mean
No.
the fifth, sixth best Chelsea asset in the team?
We're still just a pen merchant.
He is.
It's just a pen merchant. That's all that's happening here. Is that
3 and
João
2.
Pedro? If you I don't know if you listened to this week's official podcast, but I just ranted on that about how if people stopped giving away stupid fouls on João Pedro when he was going nowhere, this wouldn't have happened.
It's unbelievable. It's absolutely
ridiculous.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Particularly in that Wolves game. Like, João Pedro's going nowhere. He's literally going nowhere.
Through it all
And
3
they foul him
times. 3 times.
And then last night, or Tuesday night, the same thing happened
No,
again. And I'm
3
like,
penalties for the same foul.
stop it! What's wrong with you all? That's a foul. Don't do it. And it's and as an Enzo owner, it's even more infuriating because it's like if Cole Palmer's not there, he takes the. And I know that you buy the pen takers in FPL for all of those reasons, but I'd honestly, the fact that João Pedro's had the same foul on him 3 times in a week has royally irritated me.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't want Enzo. And there's nothing worse in FPL, I think, when you buy a player that you don't really want. I couldn't really get to anyone else because I already had my 3 strikers. I couldn't really get to Pedro. Couldn't really afford Palmer. So I got Enzo just as like the best of what I could get to. Didn't really want him. And then I watched him blank and I'm like, I didn't even want him. I could have avoided that. I know.
And the best thing, I mean, should we tell everyone about the little bit of bants that we had on Friday night?
Was it bants or was it you just being really mean? Yeah, literally, you sent me. Basically, I sent Sam a message just saying, oh, turns out Cole Palmer was quite a good option. You're wrong about that. And
but that wasn't the first way it started. That was on Saturday. On Friday night, it started with you saying, I didn't want Dominic Calvert-Lewin to get you any points. That's how it started.
Yeah, true.
So it started with you giving me grief.
Yep.
So then when you messaged about Cole Palmer, I thought, no, I'm not taking it. So what did I do?
Just sent me a picture of Calvert-Lewin. And then not even any like commentary with it, just a picture of him. And literally, I threw my phone across the room, and then I went, bit harsh from Sam, isn't it? And I was like, I love that a picture of Dominic Calvert-Lewin can be considered as a harsh reply to something.
I know, and the thing is, I was like, Lee was like, why have you just sent him a picture of Dominic Calvert-Lewin? And I was like, well, because he was rude about DCL. Because honestly, on Friday night we were having dinner when Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored, the 4 of us. And the way that I sit at dinner, my back is to the TV. So the game was going on behind. I wasn't that bothered. And so all I could hear was the commentator going, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And I was like, yes. And then
I thought I could, because you were talking about selling him. So I was like, maybe I can escape with you having like 2 or 3 blanks from him in a row. That would be perfect. Then you'll know my pain.
Yeah.
You actually got a 7-pointer from him. That really annoyed me.
Yeah, and actually, because I was really up in... let's talk about last game because that was good. I was really up in the air about what to do with him because I wanted to play him, but also wanted to get João Pedro. And actually, last week, it pretty much levelled out. João Pedro got 8, he got 7. I was like, well, to be honest, I've saved a transfer and I feel all right about this. But yeah, look, game week 25 was really kind to me. I had another 300k green arrow. So actually, we were on the same points, weren't we, by the end of game week 25?
We were on exactly the same points.
Yeah. And I was
exactly the same points.
Feeling really positive because I'd gone up like, in 2 weeks, about 850k, maybe a bit more than that, actually, about 1.1, I think, in the end, because it was 800k the week before and then 300k. So about 1.1 million I'd gone up. Or down, however you want to look at it, in those 2 game weeks. And I was like, yes. Now this week, I've got my triple captain active as.
So have I. We got exactly... You're 15 points ahead of me now. And you will remain...
God, how bad is your week going?
You will remain... I'm on 20 points this week.
Oh, my darling.
I haven't had anyone do anything. Munoz bought him in this week, 1 pointer against the worst team in the league. Verbruggen concedes in the last minute again. Not the last minute, but close to the last minute.
I bet you were raging last night.
Then bloody Tarkovsky doesn't even get DEFCON. One away from DEFCON against Bournemouth. Fernandez blanks, Enzo blanks, Ekatike. I wasn't expecting a huge amount from him against Sunderland, but maybe he played well. Maybe something.
There was a couple of opportunities.
Oh, it's just bad. Just bad. Again, then you've got to watch all the Semenyo owners and Palmer owners and... just really frustrating game. Really, really frustrating game. And yeah, I'm now down to 2.9 million, which is about where I was in game week... In game week 13, I was 2.6 million. So I'm now below where I was in game week 16. 13, sorry. I just hate the season, Sam. I hate it so much. I cannot.
It is so hard.
I looked at my team this week. People don't. I know this is a Q&A. We'll come to this. This was my team this week, right? Verbruggen, Gabriel, Timber, Munoz, Fernandez, Enzo, Rice, Anderson, Thiago, Haaland, Ekatike. How does that team get 20 points and a red arrow? Like, it's just bloody hell. People buy a 3.9 million Bournemouth defender.
Do you know the amount
get 9 points?
The amount of people that have messaged me to say thank you for the Hill. He's gone up to 4 now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Because I think I've said so many times James Hill. I've got my Thursday chat active over on my Instagram at the minute, and all the questions on it are either what the hell's going on at Spurs and what are you going to do next, or they're like, where are all the points this game week, or they're people saying thanks for James Hill because he's been incredible.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here with Senesi going, why the hell didn't I just do Senesi to James Hill?
I know.
But anyway, even Max, like my oldest, he bought in James Hill this week, 9 points.
Yeah. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's such Palmer's playing Leeds and Burnley at home. He's probably quite a good player to bring in this week. I'll just bring him in. Not all this overthinking, but his minutes might be managed and he's only taking penalty and all this stuff. It's like, yeah, he did quite well last week. James Hill, yeah, he's 3.9 million. He was playing the game. Yeah, he's doing all right. I'll bring him in.
Yeah. To be fair, my game week this week has been saved by the 3 City players.
Yeah.
Because I had Semenyo, Haaland and Gahey.
Yeah.
So, all right, it wasn't Nico O'Reilly levels, but those 3 returns are because I had Krupi who came on for a 1 pointer, didn't start. It's just annoying. Bruno with nothing for the first time in 5 weeks. So
yep.
that was what it is. Rodgers, I want to throw him away. Honestly, I'm more annoyed with him than I am with Enzo, because at least Enzo's numbers are still there. At least the XG is still there. At least he's still involved. It's frustrating as hell, but it's still there. Whereas Rodgers, like, honestly, I think I would have sold Rodgers this week were it not for the fact that he returned last week. So it's just one of those annoyances. And then I had Roos, who conceded an own goal, but actually did a fantastic job. And I don't really know how we didn't get multiple save points, because I thought Roos was brilliant in the game against Liverpool. But alas, we are where we are. I'm on 35. Free to go tonight, the same as you, Timber Gabriel, who's my triple cap, because I last minute changed my mind on that. I definitely got FOMO and I sort of regret it.
The Thiago goal is going to hurt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially because I benched him this week.
Yeah. And then I've got Rice, obviously, as well, who's going to do nothing. But maybe if Saka's back, that makes Gabriel better.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We will find out tonight.
We will.
Green arrows by the end of this week.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm 25 points away from a green arrow, so I'm not totally sure it's going to happen. But
I'm not sure I'm that far away from a green arrow.
You can't be far. You can't be far.
Have a look on live FPL, but I don't think I'm that far. I think I need... What's my safety score? 7. I'm 7 away.
Yeah, you'll
6
be right.
away. I'm 6 away, so I should be all right.
You'll get a green. Yeah.
I should be okay.
How's everyone in the chat? So we've ignored you for the last 10 minutes. Obviously, much pain is being caused. Shauna has got Rice captain, Timber and Gabriel. Yeah, I'm seeing a few Rice captainers, triple captainers
a lot of that as well,
around. Yeah. Tom Flanagan is on 62 points with triple captain Gabriel, Raya and Rice to go.
That's nice, isn't it?
Tripled my score this week.
And still has 3 to go.
Oh my god. FPL Mackham's on 29 points. Rice, Gabriel and Gyökeres. no triple captain. I guess you'll be praying for even though you own two. No, you've only got one Arsenal defender. Yeah, you'll definitely be hoping for a Thiago goal then.
Yeah,
tonight.
definitely will.
Obioni says very negative. Come on, guys, you can do this. I can't. Sam can.
You can.
I can't.
No,
I've
you
given
can,
up.
Az. You can. You can. We're doing it. Remember, we're doing this together.
No,
we're in it together.
I'm
no,
out.
don't give up. Because now we're doing it together. Not this weekend because there's no football, but I will only send you positive pictures of players from now on. I promise not to send any more Dominic Calvert-Lewin pictures.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin broke me.
I'll send you positive images of players from now on. I don't know what they'll be doing. Probably not scoring us any points, but I'll send you positive.
Our teams are different as well, so because obviously the wild card's been really good for you. I think you've got lots of team value. It's good. Shauna says Wirtz is a keep. That's the one player you didn't keep. You didn't keep Wirtz.
No, but he's the transfer I was going to make this week was to do Senesi to James Hill, but I would have benched Hill like I did Senesi, so it would have I wouldn't have got his 9 points, and then Rodgers to Wirtz. However, I decided not to do it in the end and just give Rodgers another week. Because at Liverpool, I was like, it's away at Sunderland. Sunderland are good defensively. Like, I don't see Liverpool scoring loads of goals. So I'll just let it play for a week. Whereas Rodgers against Sorriaz, but against Brighton, I was a bit like, well, who knows what kind of Brighton side is.
I was amazed he didn't get anything. He didn't get anything against us. I thought he would.
So I kept him for that. But my plan is definitely to bring Wirtz back. I got 4 free transfers now as well. So I'm in the...
Wow.
Yeah, I've rolled since my wildcard. I've not made
another advantage.
Yeah.
Indy Bar says I think we're overthinking it on Palmer. He was the best player on the pitch by a country mile during the week. He might have worked out to manage his injury whilst he plays. I mean, you've got 4 transfers. Is there any temptation to get Palmer for this Burnley game?
Yeah, there is definitely, and it's some tune. There is a way. Well, the problem is that now he's fit. So in the past we had Enzo's on pens if he's not playing, and if he's going to miss every other game through injury, then every other game I get the benefit of having the penalty taker at Chelsea for next to no money. So, but now Palmer seems to have played his way back into fitness and he seems to be all right and all of that jazz. And the fact that the fixture congestion is not easing because the Champions League's obviously coming back in, but it's not quite as bad as it has been over December and January. Maybe we're in a place now where I can start looking at it again. The slight issue I have is that the Chelsea fixtures after Burnley, they're not as nice. Like it was these block of fixtures that was the ones to own them for. Like I think so. I don't think I'll go there with Palmer. Like it's something to consider. I think I'm more likely to get João Pedro, to be honest, than I am, because I think it's becoming, when I wildcarded, it wasn't clear whether it was going to be João Pedro or Liam Delap.
Well, you nearly
went for Delap, very clear.
Didn't you?
Yeah, it's become very, very clear that it's not Liam Delap, it's João Pedro. So I will almost certainly go for João Pedro instead. I think that's probably the way I'll play it.
I guarantee as soon as everyone buys a João Pedro, his goals are going to dry up. He's a frustrating player, but if you've got on him for these last 4 or 5 games, then well done. Because
do you know his match? When was it? Tuesday night. I just realised I'm streaming with the door open. You just see a child wandering past.
I just saw a figure just walk past.
Yeah. God, good. Oh, they're waving from the stairs. Look, small child. I always shut my door when I stream in case they're noisy. Good job they haven't been. Did you know João Pedro had more shots in the game on Tuesday night than he's ever had in a Premier League match in his time at Watford or Chelsea on Tuesday night?
I did not know that.
No, that's new, like 7. It's very, very impressive. So, yeah, I don't know. Look, maybe it ends, but at the moment, he's getting good service. He's winning penalties because people just keep hacking him down.
Yep.
You don't have any of the risk of him missing the penalty either, which is kind of nice, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I think I probably will go there. To be honest, it's like him. Cole Palmer's not hurting me. Cole Palmer would be a great movement piece.
Yeah.
But João Pedro hurts. When João Pedro returns, it hurts your rank. So there's got to be a check and balance there. Like
Palmer's creeping up now, but he's still he's 15% owned. Pedro's 50%, I think. Yeah,
he's a highly owned player, and that really does hurt you if he doesn't return.
You're all about the protection, aren't you? Not about the risk.
Well, no, I think there's a balance to be had. Like, I think you know, going to Wirtz away from Rodgers and Taverts. That's differentiate, and I'll do the same with the Enzo and Rice picks. I think I'm going to go for Rayan at Bournemouth.
Yeah, there's a few people talking about him.
So I think Rice to Rayan is on the cards as well. Enzo to somebody else. I'm not quite sure. Like I think my management style has always been have a spine of heavily owned that protect you, and then around them have the differentials that build.
I think you'll be regretting João Pedro though after Burnley, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Everton, Man City.
I don't doubt that. The question for me is, because my kind of thought process at the moment is I'm going to want Thiago back at some stage. I know that that's going to happen. So do I go João Pedro for Burnley and then switch to Thiago straight after? Or do I just accept now that I've gone without João Pedro for this long and that's where we are?
Yeah. You just got to get through this Burnley game. But yeah, I'm probably
making
a goalkeeper move this week. Because I've got Verbruggen, he's been absolutely bloody useless.
You don't really want to play for Dubravka against Chelsea, do you?
No, I do not. It was Verbruggen. I mean, Verbruggen away at Brentford, it's not awful, but I still expect Brentford to score in that game.
The trouble is, there's not really any massively. The goalkeepers are awful.
I think you get Kelleher now, right? I think right until the end of this. I mean, they play Man City and Liverpool away. But that's right at the end of the season. They've got some pretty good home games as well between now and then. So I think Kelleher's probably in and then stays, unless you're going for Raya.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You probably go for that. I've just realised we have got a sponsor for this stream.
We have
that we need to talk about.
We do.
And it's a very interesting sponsor. This one, not our normal bread and butter, but yeah, talk us through it.
So this episode is being brought to you by the British Army Recruitment. Now, you might know how exciting and challenging an army career might be, but you also might be wondering, what's in it for me? On this episode, we all love sport. We love football, and I'm sure that if you're listening to us, you do too. You might not know this, but sport is built into your day-to-day army life. You don't have to squeeze football into your evenings, and most bases reserve Wednesday afternoons just for sport. You can play rugby, football, cricket, basically any sport you can think of. The Army is part FA affiliated with its own teams competing across the country, and they'll even fund your qualifications and courses to the highest level if you want to become a professional coach or a referee. So it's not just playing, you're developing too. Plus, while you're doing all of that, you're being paid to train in new skills, get civilian qualifications up to degree level. And away from the sports pitch, the Army's the UK's biggest apprenticeship provider and the #1 apprenticeship employer, as listed in the Sunday Times. So if that sounds like your kind of team, search Army Jobs to find out more.
Well, look at that. I bet not too many people were expecting a advert from the British Army.
There you go.
But here we are. Lovely stuff. Well handled, Sam. You've definitely got a role in some kind of online sales at some point. I can definitely see the transition over to QVC or one of the other shopping channels are available.
Imagine seeing me on the shopping channel, like in that episode of The Apprentice. I'll be there with like a blow-up flamingo or something.
Yeah, that's what the people want. Absolutely. JC says, any interest in Hammer's assets? Somerville has been good for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. And I think in the past it had to be Jarrod Bowen, didn't it? If you were investing in West Ham, it had to be Bowen, and that was the end of it. Whereas now, it's not just Jarrod Bowen, it's Jarrod Bowen, Somerville is looking good. To be fair, even the cheap, like I think I said last week, you could go Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but no real like oomph to it, because I wasn't really expecting any clean sheets, especially against Manchester United. Like, I was not expecting them to be holding a clean sheet right until the very end of that game. But they have turned a corner. Like, they are the form team in the league. I think they're going to get out of it. I think they will get out of it.
But like, we were saying, like, when they lost to,
they were dead and buried.
I know, absolutely dead. Yeah,
they were dead and buried. It was. I tell you what, it was. It was blimmin' Dr. Tottenham again, wasn't it? They came to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They get a win right at the death, and since then, they're picking up points. Now, to go and take points off Manchester United in the form that they've been in since Carrick arrived is very impressive. And right up until the end of that game, I genuinely thought they were getting all 3 points. And the fixtures look like they look decent enough to get them out of trouble. So it's Bournemouth at home up next before travelling to Liverpool. That's difficult. But even then, Liverpool concede. Like, they do concede goals. There's not been big hauls in the Liverpool defenders apart from Virgil last night, but there's definitely goals that could be scored there. After that is Fulham, Manchester City, Aston Villa, Wolves, Palace, Everton. Like, there's definitely goals in that for West Ham, and there's a few clean sheets in there along the way as well. Like, if you want to go for Aaron Wan-Bissaka as your cheap fifth defender, I do not hate that between now and the end of the season. I like the Somerville pick. I like the Jared Bowen pick if you've got that money to splash around up top. I think I think you have to look at West Ham. You have to follow the form. And we always say invest in the teams that have got something to fight for. And they've got every chance of getting out of this.
If I told you that after losing to Wolves 3-0 and then losing at home to Forest, it would actually be Sean Dyche sacked, who then went on to win, I think, 3 games in that run over the same period. Like, the Premier League is a bloody weird league, isn't it? Like, it's amazing how quickly things can turn around. I mean, if they hadn't conceded that last minute goal to Chelsea, they'd be looking at 4 wins and a draw in 5 games since that Forest result. Like, that is crazy. And they've got a good squad. Like, I think the West Ham squad is better than the Spurs squad.
And you know what? The signings that West Ham made in the window have been really good. They've added to the squad in a really positive way, in positions that have allowed Jarrod Bowen to play in the position he actually wants to play in. I think West Ham, credit to them, because they could have panicked and sacked Nuno a few weeks ago when they were looking dead and buried. They didn't. They've trusted the process with him. They invested in the players that he wanted and needed in the January window. And as a result of that, they're on the climb. And I think, there are teams you're not going to invest in Burnley in reality, despite the win against Palace last night. You're not going there. I don't think you're really going Wolves either. People that have got Wolves have really only gone there because of the double game week that they have this week, despite the Jose Sarr haul that he got last night and Mascara as well. But you're not really investing in there from now on, right? Especially with the blank coming up. But West Ham genuinely feel like the team to target from a buy them perspective in that bottom rung of the table, because it's so tight down there. Like, your team, my team, Forest, like, there's a load of us. Palace, if they don't start picking up consistency, there's so many teams in that kind of bottom half of the table where if West Ham keep winning, any of them could drop.
I can't believe. I completely agree. We are in a relegation battle, and I cannot believe it, because a month and a half ago, I would say we had a decent shot of Europe, and then we've lost. I think we won in 13 games now. We being Brighton, for anyone who's wondering. I mean, it's an absolute joke. I mean, if West Ham had won against Manchester United, like you said, 2 points between you and them.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Absolutely,
it's
crazy.
Absolutely mad. And like, we are. I mean, I'm doing final thoughts later. I'm going to record that with Mo tonight, mostly so we can talk about Spurs. So if you want my in-depth thoughts on Spurs, go give that a listen tomorrow when it's out. But it's mad that we've got ourselves into this position, and I think there are genuinely this year, Wolves and Burnley will go. It's just who's the third, and West Ham are going to get out of it. I'm absolutely convinced that the Hammers will be safe, because they've got the momentum, they've got the belief within the squad, and I think they're backing the manager. They're behind him. They see the goal and they're working towards it. Like, the hard work that went into that game against Manchester United. Like, Souček was unreal in that game. Absolutely unreal. Like, years ago, Souček, when we all had him in FPL, like, yeah, I'm really impressed with West Ham. So, yeah, Somerville will likely come in as one of those midfielder options, because I do like the fixtures. I think the fixtures are good for goals.
I mean, if West Ham stay up, if we say they're going to stay up, I'm not quite as confident as you are. But let's say in this reality that West Ham do stay up, who goes down then? Because realistically, it's between.
Well, I thought it was going to be Forest until they sacked Dyche.
I would say realistically, and this is going to sound crazy, realistically, it's between Spurs and Forest.
Yeah, well, I think that's why they did what they did last night.
Because I think Palace, Brighton and Leeds will have enough to pick up wins. But I look at Spurs and Forest at the moment, and I just really wonder where those wins are going to come.
But the problem is, as we have no fit people. We've got 4 attacking assets, that's it. So we've got Dom Solanke, Kola Mawani, Tell. Who's the one I've missed?
None of those players are even good.
Dom Solanke's good.
Well, okay,
the
Dom
others,
Solanke's good, but Tell and Mawani are.
No, they're terrible. I can't think who the other one is now.
Odebear's out now, isn't he, as well?
Odebear's out he's done for the season. The only hope we've got is when Kudus comes back, but he's not due back until the March international break, and that is too late.
Oh, you're in big trouble.
It's too late. We've loaned out Dane Scarlett. Who the hell understands why we did that in January? I do not understand. Why on earth have you loaned out he's good. Why have we loaned him out? We haven't got enough players. Why the hell? And I said it at the time. Why are we selling Brennan Johnson in January? We had a problem just because Frank didn't like him. I'm sorry, but Brennan Johnson is exactly what we need right now on the right-hand side. He's a safe pair of hands. He was our top goal scorer last season. He is exactly the sort of player that we need. Xavi Simons is the other one.
You'd be looking to sign him if it was
100%. 100%.
Not playing at Palace and his new club and get him in.
Honestly, it is a disaster. The fact that our two top goal scorers are our centre backs, and by the way, one of them is now suspended for another 3 matches because he's an idiot, and the other one is top quality and just a bit of a legend. But honestly, the squad is in disarray. There's nobody fit. Who the hell they get as an interim coach between now and the end of the season?
Ryan Mason?
Well, it's not at the club anymore. So I honestly think that that's what they would have done. I mean, he has been fired from West Brom, so we could go and get him back.
Oh my God. If you get Ryan Mason back, that would be so funny.
But it would not shock me It would not shock me if they announced that.
You're going to give it. It's going to be Redknapp or Sherwood or someone like that. It's going to be one of the ex.
They were talking about Robbie Keane for the rest of the season.
Is he managing on Australia or somewhere?
He's married. Yeah, he's managing abroad at the minute. I don't exactly know where he is, but he is managing abroad and it's going all right apparently. But he's not. Who's giving up a job to come and do an interim job at Spurs when we might get relegated till the end of the season? You're not, are you?
He's managing. He's managing in Hungary at the moment.
So
that sounds like a bold. Take Robbie Keane out of Hungary and make him manager of a team with no players fit. You might as well start him.
He can start himself. Get
the guns out.
There was a
We've done an army ad. Be good, appropriate for the Robbie Keane celebration.
Have you seen the meme that's going around? It's Harry Redknapp on the phone, and he's like, it says above it, it's like Crouchy. Jermaine.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting the gang
As
back
Crouch replied to it, didn't he? He was like, I'm ready.
I'm ready, yeah. I mean, I'm in for it. Can we sign? He's free. He's a free transfer, right? We can sign Crouch. Genuinely, we are in big trouble.
Your best chance of staying up is with this Vito Pereira appointment for Forest, because I don't like that appointment at all. Like you don't take out Dietz, who's been in this fight for pretty much all his life, and give it to Pereira. I know he did well with Wolves last season, but he managed 10 games this year for Wolves and didn't get a single win.
No,
there's no guarantee that he comes in and does anything remotely. They should have stuck with Deitch. I think that is such a bad decision getting rid of him. I'm not surprised with everything that's going on with Forest, but what's that mean for Anderson? Do you reckon?
Yeah. Honestly, the two clubs are in disarray. We should have known it at the beginning of the season when they were arguing about Morgan Gibbs-White. At that point, we should have gone, these two clubs have got a problem. The fact that they're arguing with each other is ridiculous.
And now they're in a relegation fight together.
Now they're both fighting each other.
Can you?
I mean, Morgan Gibbs-White is on the pitch looking like, what the hell am I doing here? Like, and if you look at the squad, when they're fit, both of these squads, these are not squads that should be in the relegation battle. They're not. These are teams that should be mid-table, but they have been so badly managed. Like, I am firmly of the belief that the Spurs board, without Levy, have got no backbone, and that they've gone, okay, well, let's just get through to the end of it. We won't get relegated. Let's get through to the end of the season, and then we'll talk to Poch. I genuinely believe that's what they were doing, and he'd have got sacked in the summer, and the World Cup would have ended, and Poch would have come home. Yeah. I genuinely believe that that's what they were doing. And instead what's happened is somebody's gone into them after Wednesday night or Tuesday night's game and gone, do you know, we're very close to the relegation zone and we've got no fit players and we've just sold Brennan Johnson and our captain is kicked off and now got suspended. I think we have to change something. And they've gone, we can't buy any players. We can't shut Romero up unless we shoot him. So let's sack the manager because it's the only thing we've got left to do. Chaos.
It's absolute chaos. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it's all relevant for FPL because I think at the moment we've got to be targeting like teams playing those teams. And actually, I agree with you. West Ham probably aren't the team to target. A bit like when Wolves had that bit of a resurgence for a bit. I mean, now again they're looking a bit shaky, and I wonder what I've got Munoz next week against someone. Pretty happy with that. Strand Larson, for people who adopted him early, will be happy. But there was a period, wasn't there, where the defensive numbers were good. They were playing better. West Ham are sort of in that period a bit now. It can turn around very quickly, but I think Spurs and Forest at the moment got to be teams that you target. Somerville or Rayan, says British 87. Let's bring it back to FPL related players. Both. You put both in your midfield. I don't believe you do that.
There is a draft on my phone that loses Enzo and Rice and Rogers for Vert, Somerville and Rayan, and then has the money to upgrade Dominic Calvert-Lewin to Thiago.
Okay.
And I like it a lot.
Somerville and Rayan, that seems...
But the thing is, you don't have to play them both every week.
True.
The Bournemouth fixtures are nice. So Bournemouth... So the difficulty is in 27 they play each other. But, I mean, either pick a side or just play them both and see what happens. After that, Bournemouth have got Sunderland, but Sunderland away. Like, Bournemouth are at home. So Sunderland are very different if they're home and away. So I don't mind that. Before Brentford come to them, Brentford are the same. They're not so great away from home. Burnley... and then Manchester United before Arsenal. But then after that, Newcastle, Leeds, Crystal Palace. Like, that is a run of fixtures that I want to be able to pick a Bournemouth player and play them every week. It's part of the reason I got Senesi. Although I'm going to swap him for Hill. But I can't be certain that Krupi's going to play every week. So Krupi's a problem from that perspective because, I started him this week and then he comes on for a 1-point cameo. Whereas with Rayan... I do think he'll play every week because of the position that he's been brought in to play. There's good potential to move around with Krupi and Evan Nilsson and the attack, but Rayan feels important. West Ham, again, the fixtures look nice. So obviously Bournemouth next before Liverpool, Fulham, Man City, the Liverpool, Man City ones. So if over the next 4 weeks you didn't want to go there, I'd understand it. But after that, Villa, Wolves, Crystal Palace, Everton, Brentford, that is definitely a run you can invest in. I prefer Rayan to Somerville in terms of the fixtures, but I do really love the momentum that West Ham have.
I like. I prefer Rayan over Somerville. I think just given the fixtures. The fixtures for Brentford, for Bournemouth are so nice. The other one is Dango that a few people are mentioning. Finley Craig. Yeah. Surely Dango worth a shout. BT1.
Would you get Dango with Thiago though? I don't know if you want to double up.
Yeah, I think I would.
Double up on the Brentford attack.
I think so. I mean, they've got Brighton, Burnley, Wolves, all in the next 4. They'll score plenty of goals over those 3 fixtures. They're a very good attacking side.
Then after that, it's Leeds, Everton, Fulham.
I know, Bournemouth in 29. I mean, that's not. I mean, it's a really, really good run. I would be very tempted. I think I'd still go for the Bournemouth guy. What's his name? Rayan. I think I'd go Rayan first, and then Dango, then Somerville. That'd be my 3.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Yep. Colm says Somerville and Rayan might work. You just need an exit strategy. Well, that's the good thing. You have got.
There's loads of exit strategies. That's the point.
Players around 6 million who are looking.
And worst case scenario, just go back to Elliot Anderson and his DEFCON if he still gets them.
Yep. Well, that is genuinely what I'm a little bit worried about. I mean. He was unlucky at the start of the season when it was noon. I think he hit 11, 3 weeks in a row or something like that. So he was right. He's right up there. He'll continue to get it, but he's obviously playing in a role which pretty much guarantees him them every week under Dyche. I was really annoyed because he's been my only good player this season. He's been amazing for me. I bought him before West Ham in 21, and he's averaging 5 points a game. I'm so happy with that. It's been great owning him.
Look, you've got a smile on your face for the first time.
I know. I do wonder though if now is the time to move him on to a Dango or a oh my god, I forgot his name again. Rayan. I can't remember Rayan.
Why can't you remember it?
I don't know. Sorry, Rayan. I think you're great. Enzo to Rayan, Wilson or Dango, says Nemanja. I mean, you can't sell Enzo this week, can you? With Burnley at home, you've got to give him one more week.
You've got to give him another week. Yeah. But I would do Ryan first, and then Dango. I'd put both of them ahead of Harry Wilson, actually.
Yeah. I've seen this mentioned a few times, actually. Tom Flanagan says planning Rice and Palmer out for Salah and Dango in 28. I've seen a few people lining up Palmer to Salah. Yeah, I've seen it.
Salah!
Don't do it again, Sam. Don't, sixth best Liverpool asset and all that.
Fixtures are good.
Fixtures are very good. And he's got pens, isn't he? That's the thing.
But I love Verts.
Yeah.
I love Verts. Did you see that beautiful little chip he sent over to Salah yesterday? I was like, oh, that is delightful. He's just so lovely. And he plays such great football. He's a pleasure to watch. And I just think, because he's so involved, he gets the bonus points anytime he does anything. So I really like Verts. I can't work out whether I think that Salah is actually worth the money over having Verts and Ekatike, because you can get fairly close to having both of them for not far off of Salah's price.
I would definitely go for Verts over Salah. I wouldn't even. There's not. I mean, I wouldn't write off Salah. It's Salah, but I just think Verts is perfect. He's absolutely perfect for what we want.
What I really need, I really, 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 really need to be watching Liverpool with my husband, who will be back from Vegas by then. Absolutely spank Nottingham Forest and send them down, because that will save my club.
Yep.
With Verts getting a hatful. That's what I really need. Imagine how happy I'd be. My FPL team's gonna have Verts in it by then. I've got loads of points. I come on here. It's a green arrow. Spurs are saved. Sorry, Forest, you've become the sacrificial lamb. But that's just because I don't want your team to go down, and my team, obviously don't want my team to go down. So Forest, it has to be you. Because I don't even want the Hammers to go down. Like, I should, as a Spurs fan, I should want them to go down. But I really like Jared Bowen.
Yeah, I mean, Mark abandoned me on Black Box, didn't he? So
yeah, well, stop, Mark. He left us.
We're going.
He left you.
I know. We're going to the game, the Brighton Forest game.
Oh, I hope you win.
I mean, genuinely, if we lose that game, we are in massive trouble. Like,
where are you? How far away from relegation are you?
We've got 2 points more than you.
Oh, is it that close?
Yeah, we're on 31. We've got 31 points. And Forest are on 27. So if Forest beat us, we're going to be 1 point ahead of them. And if West Ham win,
you could get sucked back in as.
If we lose to Forest and West Ham win, we are seriously in. We're just in it. We're just completely in it. And if we got relegated, that would be like the worst thing that could happen. I know every club says that, but it would be really bad. Really bad.
Genuinely, I'm looking at the table. Anyone from... I think Fulham are safe. Anyone from Palace down.
Yeah. I mean, Palace losing at home to Burnley and all the Glasner stuff.
Oh, I know. And these are like... I'm not being funny, but like Palace, Brighton, Spurs, the West Ham, like even Wolves. These are like established Premier League sides. These are not teams that we would have... At the beginning of the season, I did not have Wolves in the bottom three.
No, I don't think I did either. I did a league table. I don't think I did either.
Like I fully expected the bottom three to be the promoted clubs, and maybe somebody slips down out of the others. In fact, I thought that Brentford were going to have a shocker because of the Mbomo stuff.
I had Brentford, Burnley, and Sunderland. They were my three.
I definitely had Brentford in the relegation zone on FPL Family when we did that stream. Definitely, I did. I
thought Leeds would stay up because I thought they had the best squad. And I thought all the signings Sunderland had made would take time to gel, and they just didn't. They've just been absolutely unbelievable all season. Fair play to them.
They're safe, I think. I think Fulham are safe. 34 for Fulham. I think they're safe. So it's coming from those teams now. Palace are doing their best attempts to shoot themselves in the foot, but I think they've got enough good players, and Glasner is a really good manager. If they can keep him there till the end of the season, I think they'll be all right. I didn't realise how quite close you were to us.
Jono says, would you take De Zerbi back? No, absolutely not. I couldn't stand him towards the end. Honestly, if Spurs go for him, I think he would be a terrible signing for you. Like, genuinely.
I don't think we will, because he's going to want a long-term contract, and I don't think we want to give it. I think we are I genuinely think we will see Poch back after the World Cup.
He's too emotional. He's a bloody maniac, that bloke.
Well, he was a maniac. That game, the PSG Marseille game, he was like a maniac on the bench. That so emotional. What are you doing? You can't be that emotional. You're the manager.
He was like that for us. It's quite endearing at the start because it's look how much he cares and the passion and all that. And then by the end of it, you're just like, just sit down. Like you're not helping anything. you're just going too mad. I'm
wondering whether I should volunteer for the job.
Yeah.
At Spurs.
I think we're.
them.
I think we're too close to it. I think sack Hertzler. Let's put you in charge of Brighton. Put me in charge of Spurs.
Well, would you save me?
You know what we should do? We should do a Football Manager season, like an online one, where
we try and save our clubs.
If we try and save our clubs, yeah.
We can't. Honestly, we can't have FPL seasons that look like this and then have one of our clubs go down.
No, I know. No, I completely agree.
There'll be no recovering from it.
No, there's not.
Well, I have to quit. I'll have to quit my whole life.
If Burnley go on a mad one as well, we could both end up going down.
You know when Lee always wants to move abroad? I think if Spurs go down and I finish in the millions, I'll have to actually accept that he's right and we'll have to just move abroad.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely get that. God, we're nearly out of time. We haven't covered anything on this episode.
We've covered loads of stuff. It's just not been relevant.
Yeah, that's true. Nemanja says Haaland news. He obviously came off at half time, didn't he? He had a bit of a niggle or something, I think Pep said.
Well, if he's out, then... But it's a perfect opportunity to... One, they were smashing it. Doesn't need to be there. Two, perfect opportunity to not play him at the weekend in the FA Cup if he needed an excuse not to. So it's a 2-week rest for him. Nearly. And if he's out, he's an easy sell. But he won't be.
No, he'll be fine. 9 days. He'll be absolutely fine. Final question is from Florent. Pick 3 of them. Wilson, Rayan, Verts, Dango, Rogers, Anderson, or Dewsbury Hall till game week 31.
Oh, Dewsbury Hall's coming back into favour. Right, hang on, let me...
I think him and Anderson feel like the imposters there. Because I think the other options
Everton... So the fixture ticker, 27 through 31, has West Ham bottom, weirdly. And then above them, it's Everton.
Yeah.
So that would rule out Dewsbury Hall for me. Bournemouth are top. So I think Rayan Verts, definitely. In fact, looking at them again, it's just Rayan Verts Dango, isn't it?
What, you think... I'll go Rogers still, I think. I'd have Rogers, Rayan Verts. He's been
so crap.
Yeah, Rogers, Rayan Verts. He has... I mean, he...
Man! What was his XG? Hang on, right, let's have a look. What was his XG in this?
He got 10 points last week and 8 points.
Yes, but that doesn't make him any good.
Hey, I think you're being harsh.
I tell you what, owning him has been horrendous.
That's really interesting you say it, though, because not owning him is also horrendous. I just feel like he's going to deliver every week.
I hate owning him. Every time I look at my team, he's the player I want to sell.
Leeds at home, Wolves away. Oh, the next 2 are great.
To be fair, I do need him to smash Leeds because they could get back into it again. They're another team. I don't mind if they get relegated. Sorry to any Leeds fans listening. Right. Let's just have a look. His XG, what was it in this game? Opta XG. Where is he? Rogers. 0.2. Brilliant. What a pointless waste of space. Like, genuinely, in fact, although to be fair, that was the
He hates expecting metrics. He said it, didn't he, in that interview? He said makes him look worse.
I like expected metrics. And, all right, let's not be so unkind. Let's go over the last 6 weeks and see what Rogers has been looking at. Let's just have a look at attempts on goal then. We won't look at the expected if Morgan hates them. We'll be nice to him.
Can't believe you've turned on Rogers. I've got you 10 points last week. Can you dream of a player getting me 10 points?
Oh, I do love you. Honestly, he's been so infuriating to own because he takes up a midfielder slot. And every week I look at him and I think, I hate you, but I love your fixture. And I can't sell you because you've got a great fixture. And then he blanks again. And I'm there going... And I have to watch him have shot after shot after shot, create chance after chance after chance, and they don't finish them. And then last night, I thought, well, at least genuinely, my thought process during last night's game was, well, at least Daz will be happy because it was a 0-0 draw. And I was thinking, well, you get a point. You're probably all right with a point. And then blimmin' Tyrone Mings pops up with a goal right at the end.
You know, we've spoken a lot about Brighton and Spurs in this podcast, but I am so frustrated with how Hertzler is managing that team, because why would you make three transfers, kind of midfield mode, three substitutions late again when we've been conceding all these late goals. Yeah. We're playing well. We've stabilised the game. You take off arguably our three biggest work rate players in Welbeck, Gomez, and Matoma, and you bring on two teenagers and Minter, who has been awful for months, and then we lose the game again. And it's this is just basic stuff. He overcomplicates things. So we have too many managers that overcomplicate. And as long as he keeps doing that, for FPL reasons, target us.
Yeah.
Because we are going to keep conceding goals, stupid goals, because he tinkers around too much. Drives me mad.
Okay, so here's my frustration with Morgan Rogers. Over the last 6 matches, he is top for goal threat amongst midfielders with 20 attempts on goal. Yet he is 18th amongst midfielders for points earned. Yeah. 18. Because in that time, he's earned 27 points. 10 of them came in one game. 10 of them. So that means in 5 games, he got 17 points. And one of them was an assist. Honestly, I just wouldn't
worry about him. If I had him, I would just keep him and just ride the highs and just he's gonna be absolute over the next 6 weeks. He's gonna be absolutely fine. He's gonna get a couple of goals.
Man, I don't know if I can cope. He's also created 12 chances. 3 of them have been big chances. I'm infuriated by him, to be honest. I'm just infuriated. But he is one of those players where you look at the fixture ticker and you go, well, he's not a priority sell, is he? Because between now and game week 31, he's second on the fixture ticker. And really, in fact, let's get rid of that game because we don't need this week. So Leeds, Wolves, Chelsea, Man United, West Ham, Forest. Oh, we'll keep rolling it. Sunderland, Fulham, Spurs. Keep that up there. This is not
It's interesting. The chat is very divided. You know, got JC, Rogers couldn't haul every time. China, Rogers overpriced. Man, Rogers every week you don't own him. Absolutely.
It's the same the other way around, by the way. It's not any better when you do own him.
Yeah. Okay, so you're saying... So going back to the
top of the fixture ticker between 27 and 37.
So you're saying Rayan, Verts and Dango? From these 3?
Yes.
Okay. You go Dango. That's really interesting. I would definitely.
I think I'm so bitter about Rogers now. I just feel like I'm in that mode with him.
10 points last week.
I know, but honestly, it was that Sunday game. Do you remember there was a Sunday game? Because I remember I was sat in here. I had it on. It was the 4:30 game. I can't remember I can't remember which game it was, but it was definitely a Sunday afternoon because I was sat in here making graphics for the FPL family live stream, and I honestly have never seen points dodging like it. And I got to the end of the game and he'd got nothing, and I was absolutely fuming, beyond just a little bit upset, absolutely fuming. And I remember going back into the living room and just ranting at Lee, and Lee being like, she's lost the plot. I'd fully lost it with him. It was one of those moments where I was like, I fully lost it with Morgan Rogers, because I get why he must be difficult to not own, because he's so involved and he creates chances and he has shots, but he has all of this potential and then he doesn't return on it. And then you watch him and the eye test is passed and he still doesn't return on it. And it's so the 10 points last week didn't really make up for my frustrations over the last few weeks. That's all I'm saying.
Fuming, says JC.
Fuming. Absolutely fuming.
Absolutely fuming. Amazing. Right, I think that's it for us today. We've not covered anything, but there'll be another one of these at least before the next deadline. Good luck to everyone tonight, especially those with Gabriel triple captain, because we need some points. I mean, think of me. I mean, when Thiago scores and he's on my bench and I lose my triple captain, defensive points. Just think of me. Don't think of Sam. She's got enough points this week.
It's going to be all right, Az. Next time we're here together, we will both be on big green arrows. I'll be inside the top 2 million, and you'll be closer to
God, is it that
2
bad?
million than 3.
Oh, I don't. I mean, the thing is, I'm going to say this, and it's going to, but I don't think it can get worse from here. Like this week.
No, this week is fine. This
3
week is
Arsenal
going to end
players
green.
and my triple captain. Surely, I at least, worst case, no, at least I pull back some of the damage.
You're fine. This is going to be a good week. We can't fix Brighton and Spurs. I'll go and apply for the Spurs job now. I'll put your name in the hat as well. We could offer to do it together. Imagine us doing it on the bench together.
Perfect. Sold.
We could definitely save them because our management skills are clearly excellent.
Oh God. Right. Yeah. On that note, we'll end it there definitely until we get any more stick in the chat. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you're liked. Make sure you're liked. That doesn't even make sense.
I'm not sure that we are.
Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure we're liked, as in this video. Check out Scout. And yeah, Sam and I will see you next week.
Bye everyone. Green arrow.